nice how to get some free Last Wish raid. I know it will seem like it's a very clickbait title, but you know what? I think everybody should know this. So, let's just get on with it. I would say, just a quick tip, if you are going to be playing as a Titan or a Hunter, for Hunter, have the Stompies. Always have the Stompies on. Then if you're a Titan, have the Lion Rampants. Because there's going to be some or jumping and parkour in this. It's not really an exploit, so don't worry. It's not going to get banned, and you can do it pretty much every week, one time for a character each time. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it on the Titan. My Warlock, I've been leveling that up, but sadly I do not have the Dreaming City yet. I'm on that mission actually right now, so I'll save that for another day. And then I'll do it for the Hunter, maybe in another video, but I don't know, I'll probably do it in a live stream or something like that. Not really a tutorial video, because there's no need for two. So you're gonna need the Lion Rampants, and I will say this, guys, it's not powerful loot, but you are able to get the mods from the raid, and you are also able to go ahead and get just maybe like some god rolls or something like that. I'm not too sure. I haven't really gotten any god rolls, so I think the best thing I've actually gotten so far was Nation of the Beast with opening shot and kill clip. But I think that's pretty much only like close to god roll. Close. But I'm not too sure what the god roll is for this gun. So, I don't know. Alright. You guys go to Last Wish, and if when you do it again, say you want to do it on another character, or say you want to restart the raid, just go ahead and there will be a sign right there where the circle is, and it will have a square symbol that you can hold, and then it'll restart all checkpoints. So you can do that, maybe help out a friend do this, because it will go ahead and make it so, like, you know, it will save there and you won't be able to go anywhere else. So say if you want to do like Dakota Wishes or Wall of Wishes, which is where we're going for the 7th wish for Riven, then you want to do that if it's going to be on this character.
For generations, the Dreaming City housed one of the Awoken's most closely guarded secrets. She is known as Riven, Riven of 1,000 Voices, the last known Ahamkara. She has been taken, and her death is your calling.
You are finally here, Brother Slayer, Spawn Killer. All that strength, and you're still nothing but a retainer to the Awoken Queen. You could be so much more. All you need do is wish it. I would quite like to meet you.
Alright, I'll show you guys the path to go. So you go over here, It's right to the left of the entrance to the Dreaming City. You go through here, and then you look straight up to your left, and there will be a ledge right here. Then you look to your other left, and another ledge. And you go through this tunnel, and then you look up, and then there will be another ledge. You go onto that ledge, and then you just try and jump all the way across. If you can't do that, then I don't know, go over to this ledge and try and make that. It'll be over to your right. You have to kind of go around the corner. So you go past the door, you do not go into the encounter or the doors will lock and you'll have to restart the raid. So you go over here to your left, or to your right, my bad, sorry. I'll show it again. So you go to the left of the door, over here, and then you just have to go ahead and make a jump over to the left, or over to the right. Why do I keep saying left? And then you look straight up, and there will be another ledge. Go over to this ledge. You could try to make that jump over to there, you could, but if you don't want to take a risky jump, then don't do it. And you go over to the left, and you go over to here, and you jump up to where I'm standing. It'll be right above you to the left. And you have to crouch through here, and then look to your right, and you have to do another jump. Alright, so whatever you guys do, when you're putting in the code, say that's the code, but it's not right. There's something off with it. Say I accidentally put that in, which I only meant to put that in. So say if I go ahead and say, oh, this is the right code, and I go onto this, it'll restart the code. So whatever you do, if you go ahead and fill up the whole thing, make sure not to stand on here. And I would say, don't use any gun with explosive rounds at all. No, that doesn't have explosive rounds. Here, I'm trying to find an example. Don't use shotguns, anything with explosive rounds, not fusion rifles. There's no ricochet, and no explosive rounds. That's what I would say. And then you can use pulse rifles and all that, but it won't count to 3 bullets being 3 symbols, so don't worry about it. It will be 1 burst for 1 symbol, so don't worry. So I'm gonna put in the code, and then I'll leave it there for you guys to see. If you want to make this a bit quicker, put down a rally barricade, and then you don't need to reload. Or if you're a warlock with Lunafaction, then go ahead and do that. Alright, so what you guys want to do, you put in 3 snakes at the bottom, not in the corners, in just the middle rows, and then you go ahead and put the snake with the crossing heads looking outward from each other. And then after that, you put in the eagle with his wings flapping down on the corner, and then going diagonally over to the top left corner. Then you do the same thing, but for the other side, for the other one. I'll show you which one. There are 4 eagles. So you do the same thing for that eagle, and then just go diagonally. I would say the code goes way faster if you go ahead and have someone here to help you out with the code, but make sure they have the right code up. So this code is the code for Shirochi. So we're going to be going over to the Shirochi encounter, but we're not going to go into there. We're not going to start it. Because if we do, then we need to restart the code. We have to do it all over again. And you don't want that. Alright, now that you have those put in, this is what it should look like right now. This won't be the final code, but this is what it should look like at this moment if you're going along. After you do that, you put into one of the middle ones, not the one below, not the one at the second last row or the third row. Put it into the second row, and this time it's going to be the snakes looking at each other. It's going to be that simple. Now don't change anything here, alright? And what you do, you put the snakes looking down. You put that symbol on here, here, here. Alright, after that is done, this is what it should look like. This is not the final thing, because you need to put up the next 3 codes, or next 3 symbols. But you leave this one empty. You don't change that one. That has to stay the same the whole time. That will be blank, so you don't change that. Alright, what you want to do now, you put in that hawk. You don't change that. That's going to be the hawk that you put in for each of these, for the next 2 symbols. I have a picture of this on my phone, so before I input the code, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I actually did it right. Because I tried to memorize it, and I think I did a good job at it, but I don't want to make sure that I put in the wrong code, and then you guys go ahead and restart the whole thing. I don't want to do that, then it would mess you guys up. Okay, yeah, so this is wish 4, and this is what it should look like when it's done. The 3 snakes looking outward from each other, the 4 eagles going diagonally up into the right corner, and then the other one going up to the left. And then you have the 3 eagles looking outward to the left at the top 3. And then for the top bottom, or top bottom, for the bottom, you go with the snakes looking outward, which I already said, I just realized. And for the middle, in the second row, you go ahead and you put in the snake looking at each other. After that, you put in the snakes with the double heads, which is so where whatever you have done left, and then them looking down. and then that should be the code. And then it'll go ahead and say your wish it to stay here forever, and then it will bring you to Shirochi. It'll say your light fades away, but don't worry, it is just to bring you to the next area. Alright, whatever you guys do, do not go past the circle. If you go past the circle, then it will open the doors and then it will start the Shirochi encounter, and you don't want to do that. You want to look the other way over to this big rock, then go up the side. I'll show you where. Go over here, and you get on the top of this part, and then you go up, and then you try and get over to here, and then when you see, or where you see this little part, you go ahead and do that. You jump onto there. Another great tip for this part, you might want to use a sword. So if you don't want to go ahead and get like World Line Zero or anything like that, don't get anything fancy, just go ahead and get like say a green sword, like I'm about to do. You don't need anything really, you only need that. So you get out the sword, and you're gonna have to go around the corner. So this will be great for this. Go around the corner, and there you go. Titans, it's really easy for you guys to do this. Hunters, you're going to have to take your time with it. You're gonna have to try and make a jump over to around right here. You're gonna have to try that. And then Warlocks, pretty much the same thing for Titans, but you might want to get up onto the corner, and then get up to here. So, from there to here. And to get up to there, you go at the bottom, and you jump up to here. Alright. Now that we're up here, you go up to this other rock, and then you look up, and you go onto this one. And now you're going to want to do another big jump over to the bridge. Hunters, you're gonna have to also take your time with your jumps, even though I'm pretty sure that every hunter should know how to do a jump like this. Warlocks, pretty much same thing as Titans, just go ahead and glide over, and then even though I did not do that, I did not glide, I just went ahead and jumped. If you are a Titan, you can go ahead and use the shoulder rush, and that'll help out, so you can get to the area quicker. So you go under the bridge, and then you go onto this broken piece. So you can walk under the bridge, go onto there, and then you have to look down in front of you, and then go under the bridge. And then there will be a spot right here. You can jump onto here, or you can jump onto here. Either one works. Now what you want to do is do another jump. It's not too big, so you shouldn't have a problem with it. And then jump onto here. And then, you see that ledge over there? You have to jump all the way down to that. Or you can go ahead, instead from there, and go down here, and then you just jump down. And there you go, guys. There's the chest. It'll give one piece of gear, same as every single chest in this raid, and it will get a random piece of armor. So in this case, I got the age-old bond. Alright, I hope you guys found my tutorial helpful. I'm not gonna ask for a like or a sub or whatever. But if you guys want, go check out some of my other videos. If you want, you don't need to. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. And have a good day.